In my dissertation, I look at highly skilled migration and aspiring new destination countries, and I look how they are competing in the international competition for talent. So there were two parts of my dissertation project. In the first part, I look at the legal framework of immigration in the immigration policies in continental European countries, and then compare it with their main competitor in international competition for talent, that is the United States. And then I look at the elements of governmental policies from the perspective of incentives or disincentives, and I consider them successful when the access to migration is made easier for the aspiring migrant. In the second part, I look at how this changed migration policies in Europe were received by the target audience. I look at the case of students in India, which is one of the main source countries for skilled labor, and I did a quantitative survey and in-depth interviews with science and engineering students at 5 universities in India to see how the migration process unfolds and how students are rationalizing their migration decisions and what's the role of policies in this migration decision-making process. So in the first part, then I find that actually in terms of legal possibilities, European countries are becoming actually relatively attractive. They are in certain conditions they are found to be even more attractive than the United States. However, then in the empirical part, I find that the change of policies has not reached the desired response among the target audience. The US still remains the single most important destination area, and the European countries are lagging far behind when students were asked about their preferred options. Considering that professional motives are still found to be the most important in terms of migration decision-making, European countries should do more to also change the perception of career possibilities in Europe. A lot could be done with opening up the European labor market, since within the current fragmented European labor markets, migrants are constrained by the difficulties of internal mobility. This is one of the things that have to be done in collaboration between EU countries.